blah, 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 blah. Man. All right. So that one, EE6. Okay. Because you know how images are labeled all freaking weird. All right. So here's the Steppenwolf design right here, guys. Okay. Make sure I have the right tab. Thank you. Complimenting the setup. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about that actually, Matt. Is like, should I make the green screen? Well, now that I have like a wide angle lens, it's like now you could actually see it, you know? So I'm wondering if I should add to the green screen. I'm not sure. But the thing is, it's like, then it's going to start creeping over onto like, I have like a picture and a Batman face on my wall. So it's glorious. I make sure the Twitch stream is looking good here. Twitch stream looking good. So all right. So there's the Steppenwolf design. So let's start talking about. Let's talk about mainly like, well, a lot of things. So first off, it's a spiky fucker. Spiky fucker. And it's glorious. And of course, this is just a low res image that Snyder said he pulled it from the editorial. And he just decided to show us. And he apologized for being low res, but I love the fact that he says, does this Steppenwolf give any fucks? Of course he doesn't. And man, I tell you what. And I mean, if you like compare that Steppenwolf to the theatrical one, pretty much the same shot. I mean, look at that. It's just like now that we're seeing like it being restored, it's just this design just looks it just looks silly. I mean, in a way it always looks silly, but I think some of us were like, whatever. If that's the way it's gonna be, that's the way it's gonna be. But yeah, it's just now it's like, no, I want something. I want the spiky fucker for sure. Definitely want the spiky fucker. Looks so much better. Looks like the Shredder. I know, kind of does. I think Midside Justin, he actually had a good little tweet where he basically said Snyder, he put regular Shredder, then he put the super Shredder that takes the ooze at the end of Secret of the Ooze. And he's like, pretty much that's what Snyder just did with Steppenwolf. So that was pretty cool. So anyways, okay. So let's go back to the spiky fucker. So there's a spiky fucker. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's all looking good. I mean, geez, man, I cannot wait to see like in all of its glory. And of course, we're definitely going to see that when it comes to the trailer that's going to be shown at Fandom. Yeah, sexy as fuck. Look at them arms, man. Look at them shoulders. Been working out. I think he's been leaned out, you know? I think Steppenwolf's been on a pretty low carb diet, leaning out a little bit. I mean, his torso is looking pretty slim, you know? It kind of reminds me of like, you know, when you saw Jason Momoa like posing like in the Aquaman setting, you know, without his shirt on, and he's like, you could tell like he was really trimmed out, and it's just, you know, he's probably got some abdominals under there and stuff, so why not? But anyway, so other things that of course we're looking at right around here. I mean, first off, we all love the fact that it says property of HBO because everything else has said property of Warner Brothers. We've come a long way, folks. We have come a long way. Definitely have. Do I still have that up? Okay, hold on a sec. Sorry. Didn't mean to keep your comment under there. So anyways. All right. So it says property of HBO Max. That's absolutely fantastic. Love the fact that it does say that because, you know, it just shows you right there that Warner Brothers didn't want anything to do with this guy right here. Warner Brothers hated this design right here. And I've even said it before, too. What I was told is when Whedon actually showed up, he wondered why they weren't using this design. So I know we hate Whedon and stuff like that, but apparently he thought this design was a lot better than the compromise design. At least that's what I was told. So that's always pretty interesting when I bring that up, because obviously people wouldn't want to believe that because we hate that guy. Which, yeah, you know, it's whatever. And then over here, a lot of people are looking at the counter. And I know like there's like a certain order that the counter goes in, like the frames, hours, minutes, blah blah blah. And a lot of people are wondering like, what the heck is this? An hour and 37 minutes into the movie, like into the whole thing, that we're going to see Steppenwolf show up at Themyscira? Not necessarily, because sometimes when a counter starts, it will start at 1. So it actually could be 37 minutes. I forgot what the original time that he shows up. I think it's like 20 something minutes that he actually shows up in the theatrical. Time code at the top left. Does that mean spiky intro? Yeah. Okay. That's what I was just talking about right now. So according to from what I've heard is, it's not $400, Teth. It's a different kind of monetary symbol. No, but like sometimes a counter will start at 1 is what I've been told. So it could just be 37 minutes into it. Yeah, 22, no matter what, if it's 37 minutes, I mean, it's still 15 minutes later than the theatrical. So we're still noticing like, hey, there's still there's some pieces that have been added before Steppenwolf shows up. So that's cool. But so I highly doubt it's an hour and 37 minutes, but at the same time, it's supposed to be 4 hour plus. So I'm just saying, like, to me, it's probably 37 minutes, but it'd be pretty awesome if the Themyscira scene didn't show up till an hour and 37 minutes. That would be crazy, but most likely it's 37 minutes in. Most likely. Yeah, it's probably 37 minutes. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, and then, of course, then you got the rev mix, blah, blah, blah. I mean, version, we can't see the whole thing. And then, of course, now the biggest controversy is why does it say ZS on the top right corner? So for, past like 12 hours, 14, 15 hours, there's been like a little argument that's happening online on what this actually means. And I think I even saw some people in here that says it means Zoic Studios. Zoics! It means Zoic Studios, and some people are like, oh, no, it's Zack Snyder, obviously. And I think it's just such a terrible coincidence, I think, there we go, Steven's in the live chat. He kind of explains, he kind of breaks it down, too. He says, I think the left to right is actually hours, minutes, seconds, frames. So there you go. So it could be, so it's like hour, minute, seconds. So it's like, okay, so it could be like, okay, so it could be an hour in. Okay. So it could be that. So this could be an hour and 1 minute in, and that's 37 seconds. And then it's like frame 5, I guess. That's cool. I don't know. So, okay, anyways. So then we're talking about, and I know some people are like 100% just like, hey, this means Zoic Studios. No, it means Zack Snyder. I mean, I know we're going to be arguing till we're blue in the face and stuff like that. But, well, first off, okay, so when I actually, when I told you that like my source went cold, well, finally we actually had a full-on conversation yesterday, and we were talking about all of this and stuff, and he verified that no, that it does mean Zack Snyder, and I know a lot of people are throwing up like different things, and it's just a terrible coincidence that Zack Snyder has the same initials as a VFX studio. It's just a terrible coincidence, and so that's why the argument back and forth is just like it's all just fucking crazy. It's all really crazy, but it does mean Zack Snyder. And basically what that little watermark is, like I said, there's a lot of watermarks that happen when it comes to these shots in order to keep track and to make sure these shots don't leak, because let's face it, that fucking happens. So they have to really just like make sure that this stuff is not just leaking out there. They have to put all these watermarks on it. And basically what they usually do when it comes to whatever VFX company it is, they'll just scroll it right across the whole frame. I think that they did that for, let me see here. Which image do I have? It's a screenshot. Okay, so for instance, right here, you guys remember the image where Alfred meets the Justice League? I remember when those came out. Well, basically, I mean, look what happened. They scrolled DNEG right in front of the whole damn thing. So I mean, DNEG was like right across the thing. That's apparently that's what they do especially when it comes to the VFX company. So I don't know if you guys remember that, but and I know a lot of people were comparing it to, let's see, which shot is that? Okay. Trying to figure out which tab to open here. So a lot of people were comparing it to this guy right here when we saw the ADR happening with Uxas or Darkseid or whatever. And over here you see SH. But I mean, it's just so funny because like just take the time to look around with your eyes and look over here on the top left. It says Weta. It does say Weta right up there. So basically, if you took the Steppenwolf shot and kind of expanded it to like right here, you'd probably see Weta as well. Because from what I've gathered, what I've been told is as Weta was doing the Steppenwolf shot, which does make sense because I can't see them contracting out the Steppenwolf restoration to like a smaller VFX company. I mean, Weta is a shit. Scanline, them. You think like they're gonna handle the restoration because that's not like an easy task. I mean, this is like the VFX villain. The villain. He's full on VFX. So why would So why would they like contract that out to like a smaller VFX company? No, Weta or Scanline is going to be taken over with this, but apparently Weta is doing the main designs when it comes to Darkseid and Steppenwolf. But like, yeah, you just look at the top left right there. It does say Weta. So I mean that right there. That's why I'm like, you know, just take time to scroll through the whole thing right there. I thought ZS collab with DJ. You know, I've seen. I don't know. Okay, so you're based in New York City. I would show you my website if you want to see my videos. But you could send it to me through Twitter and stuff like that. So, ooks ass. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're saying Zoic did some for the Flash apparently? Oh, okay. Look, I'm not even saying that Zoic's not a part of this. That's the thing. You know, I already got guys that are like pissed at me for pushing back against this. You know, Zoic could be making little, but they didn't make that one shot. That's the only thing. And everybody's looking at the top, what is it? The top right, our top right. You know, it says SH right there, but it says Weta on the top left. I mean, it's a Weta shot. So, and I think somebody actually sent me something too, who it could possibly be. Let's see. I got to find that. It's this guy. Okay. So let me see here. I don't know. So somebody sent me this too. Like the initials could mean this guy. So basically what I was told too was, let's see. Let me bring back the Steppenwolf shot. That, yeah. So basically what Tony was telling me right there, like the initials, it's just another watermark to keep track of leaks. And it has to do with like a point of origin or like a workstation. So basically when Justice League was being worked on, whoever's like assigned that station, you know, their initials are going to appear right at the top right corner. So whoever SH was, whether it was Sean Houston or whatever the fuck, that's whose station they were working on. Now it's completely Zack Snyder. He said he pulled it out from his own, you know, obviously he's working on it himself, probably has a couple other people, a couple other heads or whatever the hell, but he's working on it himself. So it is his initials now. So that's what it is. It's all just a watermark to keep track of where the origin of everything at, where everything is. I mean, you'll see those initials even on VFX shots that don't even have, or on shots that don't even have VFX. Like, let's see. All right. See what, like for instance, right here. Like when he posted this image right here, that, I mean, there's no VFX on that shot, but you still see SH. Okay, but notice you don't see Weta. You don't see Weta in the top left corner, right? But you still see the SH because there's no VFX in this shot. Obviously, this is just the coverage shots of Diana and Bruce basically, you know, have an exchange back and forth. What's up? Okay, how does Steppy look? Comics, medieval armor. This is Zack Snyder. He uses armor all the time. Comics, yes, yeah, pretty much. Amen to that there, Mask. But anyways, so this one right here, no VFX. So Weta is not showing up, or no other name has showed up, and it still says SH. You know, could mean that Sean Houston guy. I don't know. You can go through like the whole crew and find, you know, the SH initials. But that's pretty much what's going on with that.